been some time since I had the last video uploaded, but we have a lot of moving pieces going on right now for me in my life. I got some more equipment coming in for the camera. So yeah, just hang tight. We're going to get right back into it here shortly, hopefully by the end of this week. But two quick announcements I want to mention before we get into the video. Bear Performance Nutrition just launched the new flavor of their strong greens, which is going to be pineapple coconut. So that drops July 1st, I think it's 9 a.m. Central Time, which is 10 a.m. Eastern Time. So yeah, make sure you guys go check it out. July 1st, don't miss it. Pineapple coconut, new strong greens flavor. Also, there is, if you like their vanilla whey protein powder, that's out in 2-pound containers now, so yeah, be sure to check that out. The purpose of today's video is just my tips on increasing your bench press, and I'll take you through, maybe I'll do an edit of my chest and tricep workout today along with a little bit of abs. But yeah, I'm going to warm up and go through my routine, and I'll stop in between sets and give you guys my top 3 tips in order to increase your bench press. So let's get into it. I forgot to mention, today's stack was Flight Pink Lemonade. So any of those who are new to my channel and are looking into Bear Performance Nutrition, Flight is their pre-workout. It's just their your typical 3.2 grams beta alanine pre-workout, pink lemonade flavor. So that is what we have today. Well, actually, this is Intra Flight watermelon, but I just took like 10 minutes ago. Flight stacked with Endo Pump. So we had Endo Pump flavor was watermelon for today, and then the pink lemonade for Flight. Those two mixed is a great combination. So highly recommend you guys try those out. If you are interested, you can click the link in my bio. I'll also have it in the description. You guys can save 10% with code Haynes. So yeah, be sure to check that out. Now, today's workout, chest, my top 3 tips. Let's go. Tip number 1 for increasing your bench press, for me, is going to be making your warm-up sets looking like your working sets. So what I mean by that is when you're warming up and you're getting blood flow in with maybe just the bar or maybe like 135 or whatever the weight may be, the way you approach the bench press, the way you take your time, even if it's a warm-up set, what I mean is don't rush into it like, get ready and just start pressing. Take your time, make every warm-up set look like you're about to do a 1-rep max on a working set. So, with that being said, I'm going to start these my warming up sets, and then probably after the first working set, I'll give you guys tip number 2 for increasing your bench press. Warm-up sets are complete, so now we're warmed up, ready to go into our first working set. So before I get into tip number 2, I just want to mention that I am not an expert at the bench press. This is based off of experience. I would consider myself a beginner lifter. I've only been lifting seriously for maybe like 2-3 years. Consistent. I say consistent because I lifted when I was like 15 or 16, but it was maybe once or twice a week. But yeah, so tip number 2 for increasing your bench press, and this is besides the whole form aspect. I'm talking to you as if you have good form, you know what you're doing, your mechanics are correct. So yeah, tip number 2 is going to be bench frequency. The number of times you are benching a week. If you're looking to increase your bench press, it's like anything in life. The more you do it, the better you're going to get at it, as long as you have proper form and you're taking into account all the other things that would benefit and add in addition to the bench press, nutrition, sleep, all that kind of stuff. But bench frequency, if you're benching once a week, your progression is probably gonna be super slow. I'm not saying you can't increase your bench press benching once a week, but I'm saying it's not gonna be efficient as benching 3 times a week or 2 times a week. I used to bench twice a week and I saw progress, but it was very slow. I've been benching now 3 times a week, spacing it up into the split that I'm doing into my program. So 3 times a week right now, and I've seen probably results twice as fast as I've ever seen. So yeah, bench frequency is tip number 2. Let's get into the first working set. We got 185 on the bar today. I'm probably not going to, I want to stay between like I want to say 5 to 7 rep range, not too heavy, not too light. So yeah, let's go. So we have tip number 1 being, what the hell was tip number 1? Oh, warming. Okay, so tip number 1, warming up sets, looking like working sets. Number 2, bench frequency. I think bench frequency is probably one of the most important, at least right now for me in my training. It really is dependent on what your goals are. But tip number 3 for increasing your bench press is going to be progressive overload. And what I mean by that is it could be adding 5 more pounds the previous week, or the following week than you did the previous week, you're overloading, or it could mean hitting 1 more rep than you did last week. So say this week I did 135 pounds on bench press for 5 reps. Next week I could do progressive overload in 2 ways. I could go for 6 reps, or I could go for 140 pounds or maybe 145 pounds for maybe 4 or 5 reps. So that's what progressive overload means to me. And I think if you implement that into your routine, if your goal is to have a better bench press and you start incorporating these 3 tips, working sets looking like warm-up sets looking like working sets, bench frequency and progressive overload, along with the proper nutrition, sleep, all that kind of thing, I promise you will see results in your bench press. So we got working set number 2. This is 205 pounds. I'm gonna try and hit this for 5 would be a good number for me today. I don't have a spotter, so I don't want to push it too hard. I do have these bars here, but I'd rather not do that. So yeah, we're gonna see if we can hit this for 5, and we'll take it from there.
Yeah, till the lights go. Everybody wanna make billions, but not everybody been working. Everybody know they got brilliance, but not everybody been searching. Everybody rap about money and hoes, but they got neither. Everybody knows, always been keeping it real. Every time that I spit in the flow, I've been going to get it, they not gonna forget it. I've been going up, they been staying the flow. My music been personal, telling my stories. I'm telling the truth, and my life been exposed. Fucking the face that we in it together. I'm never gonna turn even under the pressure. I'm keeping it true to myself. Don't matter to me if the curtains are open to close. Everything I wanted, I got it. Always wanted more, so I'll never be stopping. Everyone asking when a new drop in.
Alright, so right there you just saw me hit 205 for 5 reps. I was happy with that. I'm starting to do that more consistent now. And just to put it into perspective for anyone who might need some support or motivation, they just feel like they're not going anywhere. Maybe 6 months ago, I know my 1 rep max was like, I don't know, 185 for maybe 3-4 reps. I mean, 185 now I could probably do for like 12 reps, but like that's just showing you like the time that it took me to go from 185 for 3 to 185 for 12 was a span of 6 months. Now the past 2 months I've started implementing some different training techniques, perfecting my form. I now have a day where I incorporate technique training into my like bench press work or whatever it may be, squat, deadlift, just to keep reiterating that technique goes a long way. Is basically what I'm trying to say. So yeah, that is my top 3 tips, guys. If you are still watching the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It means a lot. It really helps out the channel. We got some big things coming this year for you guys. So yeah, let's get into the last working set. I feel pretty good. I don't feel great. I don't feel bad though. Probably gonna go to like 215. We'll see how that moves. Maybe 3 reps. We'll see.
They cannot compare, they cannot be, I'm at that speed. I got your girl, she laughing and dancing. Hanging on my butt, she got speed to crash with me. Smash with me, she savage, she was here. I ain't bluffing, I got a full hand and a full plan. I ain't gonna stop till I'm at the top, man. Every single drop got me feeling awesome. I'm a purple pop, started from the bottom, yeah. I wanna live, I'm cold inside. Give all I have just to feel alive. I'll fight to live, I'll fight to strive. One day I'll...
It's not gonna be like a full day or anything. But what I wanted to quick mention, because I started to do these a little more, is like half or 3/4 reps into full reps. What I mean by that is like for incline, I'll start here. I don't know if you can see me back there, but you go down if you're incline pressing, and it's like a half rep and then a full rep is 1. I started to do that more just to increase time under tension for me. So yeah, I'm gonna hit like 3 more chest exercises after, and then hit 2 to 3 triceps, abs, and of course the daily 100. But yeah, I'll do a quick edit for that.